hopefully like so welcome everyone to Live websites meeting. And so this is a weekly meeting, and due to daylight saving, our timings has changed a little. And so from now on, instead of hosting this meeting from 8 to 9 a.m. Central Time, it will go like 7 to 8 a.m. Central Time, and for IST it would be 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. So um, that was an update. And like, if you want, if you don't want to keep these timings in mind, you just want to get updates when the meeting is being held, all you can do is to go on meet.latefab.io, and so it will take you to community calendar, where you will see all the timings and the dates that they are held on, and various meetings, the projects and community meetings. So this is a link I'll be putting in chat. Yep. So about the agenda items today, we are a little low, but before that, please do write your name in the attendees if you have not yet. So I'll be sharing this link to again in chat. So I'll be sending this reminder in Slack channels, and yep, if you have any items to discuss, and since we are low on items, we can discuss those too. So feel free to take any of the items that you want to discuss and mention them right here in the meeting. So if you have quite background and bandwidth good enough to be able to switch on your camera, so feel free to do so. It's always nice to talk to face rather than just audio. So I think we should be waiting for like 3 to 4 minutes more, and then we can go with the items. But yeah, till then, please do write your name in the attendee. I think we are good to get started with the items. So, but I'll just quickly ask. So
Yeah, like
Ritik,
we can start. Yeah.
yeah, thank you. So Ritik, I see the first item is from you only on netflix.io. So do you mind sharing this update?
Yeah, sure. All right. So right now, as you can see, like we on our Layer 5 brand page, we don't have a section to allow users to download the Zoom backgrounds or the cover images that they can use and on their Twitter, Zoom, or other social media platform. So yeah, I have added the social backgrounds. So so right now I haven't made the PR, but yeah, like after my PRs use, people can be able to download these backgrounds and use them on their social media platforms as a cover images or as a Zoom background, like I have or Vivek have. So yeah, this is the first update. So yeah, Because if anyone has
Yeah.
any question.
Yeah, I would just want to, add this. So, like you can see in my, the background and also Ritik in Ritik. So you can choose from these other, different themes, and accordingly you can apply to your Zoom background too if you're, attending meetings. So that way you can represent Layer 5 community, as its steward. So yeah, thank you, Ritik. That was great update. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So I'll just wait for
Sorry,
10 more
I just
seconds.
wanted
Yeah.
to ask Ritik.
Mhm.
I don't know. Do you think that that heading could be on a single line? What do you think? There are five social
Make,
background.
makes
Maybe
sense.
you might want to consider it too. It might just be too much if it has to be on a single line, or if everything can go on a single line, it might not be a bad idea.
Right. I'll
Just my
just
concept.
make some CSS changes, then I'll put these into a single line. Yeah.
That's one.
Yeah. Thank you, Rex. So anyone else have any feedback? All right. So,
So
mhm.
I don't think it's a major like the social background. The B could be like lowercase or it's just fine. I mean,
Yes, we are using the same. Yeah, like you can see, like we are using the same format. So yeah, that's
okay. Yeah, makes sense.
right. Yes. Another is another topic on which I have worked on is the relationship talks. So right now, on our relationship on our mystery docs, so we have listed some of the relationships that our mesh map supports. So some of the relations that we had earlier, like we don't support them now, and they were very outdated. So also on that page, like if I show you docs dot mystery.io, you see like this page ends over here, and these images are the pngs. Also, these are not compatible with the light mode and the dark mode. And if I scroll down, so you see like we have this marked not rendering properly. So yeah, if I go to the preview, yeah, so I have updated this markdown a bit so that now this whole documentation is rendered properly, and these relationships are much more organized, so in the order they should be. So, and also like previously on our main site we have all these are the screenshot, so these are also now updated with the svgs. So all these svgs can be found in our Figma Mesh UI design files. So that's another update. So yeah, this thing this also needs to be changed, but yeah, other than this, all of the images are replaced with the svgs.
About the text formatting, the details and summary one, can you go there like?
Sorry, Vivek, if
Yeah,
you
so yeah, like so in the accordion, the
okay.
details and summary they were. You said you fixed them, so just I want to see.
Okay, yeah.
As you can see here, details and like these are not rendering properly like they should be. So,
This was current in our doc site, and I have updated this, so now it looks something like
okay.
rendered properly. So
Thank you, Ritik.
I just have to shift all these relationships to their proper sections. So I'll update that.
Okay. Yeah, great.
If anyone has any questions regarding this. Guess no. So yeah, that's it from my side.
Okay, thank you, Ritik. And thank you, Victoria, for sharing your feedback. Looks good. So yeah. All right, so this next item is from me, and like it was a change made long ago, but I just wanted to request a review, like if there's any more enhancement needed, so I'll do that in order to incorporate this into the website. So this is basically about, since we have a lot of integration, so I'll just quickly open it. So Meshy supports like 250 plus integrations, and they are categorized into various categories, as you can see: app definition and development, provisioning, and similarly there is a category observability. So the ask in this issue was that on every observability integration, CTA needs to be there. So this one that you see, AWS CloudTrail, it also comes under the category of observability. So the CTA that needs to be here looks something like this in desktop view. So if you click on it, it will take you to the page of Cloud Native Performance, and you can read a bunch of details there. And I had like previously demonstrated it. I just wanted to ask like if anything more needs to be done here. So I'll share this link in chat for all of you to go take a look and share your feedback. So I would appreciate that. So that was basically about this.
That SMP card is like reusable or like it's same in every page?
So like it's
This-
reusable. I'm not like doing any hard coding. It's just I'm just doing I have just made a component for it, and it's just being used on every integration pages. And I'm also checking for category right here. If it's not observability, so just don't display it. And like since we are on this, let's just quickly take a look at the mobile version 2, if that would help. So this looks something like this in mobile view. Yeah, that was a quick update, I would say. Next item is from Archit about, so I just see, so we don't have Archit on call. But I'll just ask for you guys, like, should we be seeing, or first we should be covering items? Or let's just take a look, I would say, since we are anyway low on items today.
Actually, Vivek, if you open the preview link so that we can more clearly see the changes.
It seems to be removing some of the
Sections, guess.
yeah. Okay, on index, I would say so. I wonder if this is the one that he has in. I'll also open the current one, live site right now. And Archit seems to be removing this, I think. Massive of it. So I think this is the one, right? I'll also put this PR link in chat. So Ritik, just to give you a little context, so we are of the opinion that we can forgo including this section on home page. We can include it on other pages where projects and other products are listed. But on here we can use something like experience or get a multiplayer infrastructure management, and then so a kind of box or call to action to go to playground and try things out. So that was the main idea behind this. So Archit, I think, has started working on this item, and that's why it still says in draft. This PR is in draft. So yeah, I would appreciate any ideas how we can better represent this.
Need to think of that, like what we can do over here if we are removing this section, because like just after this section, like we have the features section, I guess, or above it.
Yeah, just above it we have these.
Okay.
So that's why this doesn't quite resonate with the flow, the normal flow we have, and that's why the update was needed. So yeah, definitely you can send the suggestions in asynchronously. And
Right.
anyone else, any ideas?
I don't know if you are sharing feedback and Archit is not here, how does he get it? I just thought I'd ask. Except maybe we're writing it down somewhere, maybe we'll post it later on as feedback from his PR.
Okay.
Right.
I don't know.
But yeah, by the way, this meeting is recorded, so we will upload
Alright.
this on YouTube, so you Ajit can take a look from there.
Yeah, there's that as well. My bad. I forgot that.
What was that ask? Like, what was the issue? I don't know. Catch up.
Yeah, so like you're talking about this page, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like we want to display to users that what are the features that we basically want to show them. So in that effort, these were some of the latest development that we had done. So use cases we had to we did list some of the solutions, and so we wanted to have a kind of CTA right here that would say experience multiplayer Kubernetes or get multiplayer infrastructure management, and then we can list down we can include a call to action to Playground. So that was basically the idea, and that's why this section needs to go from here. We can use it on various other places, but basically on the home page we want to send users to or visitors to Playground. So that was basically the idea. So hopefully that was
Okay.
better. Yeah. Do you want to add anything, Ranshu?
Like, if you want any CT over here, like then where this project cards would go. Like in the does we not record in this homepage? These projects like Meshman, Meshri.
So like these are like the projects, right? But what the idea was is like to have a call to action to, or I mean animation that Ritik can suggest, or anything that Ritik can suggest, graphic that would tell them to try out on Mystery Playground.
Yeah, basically a new section is needed over here that will take users to the playground, right?
Yeah,
So
like not entirely a new section, but just a call to action. I'll share the illustration in the chat,
all right.
Ritik, that we can use here. So that would make things more clear. So all right, and hopefully Arshit can refer back to this recorded session. So I think Rex, let's cover your item, and then we can talk about the contributing times.
Vivek, one thing, I have an update from Meshri.io as well. The below there
Yeah.
also. So we'll discuss that as well, right?
Yeah,
Right.
we will for sure.
Okay.
So I'll just quickly ask Rex, like,
Am I next?
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, you are.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. I thought we were covering the contributions. Oh, that was what you just did. My bad, I missed that. Let me. Yeah, so okay. I've started working out the modal section for systems. I've itemized a few based on what I've seen on Mercury so far. I've itemized a few possible type of modals that we could have. So basically group them to 4 categories, and I'm working on the design. So I should be well along during the day. One thing I'd like to ask though is if apart from on this page, there are any other modals in Mercury UI, because I tried, there was a particular modal that was shared. I don't know if anyone remembers some time ago about export designs from
Export designs from
Playground.
Playground, yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know, I turned the whole file over, and I just saw these modals, and I think I saw some other modals here, but where is
Yeah,
it?
like there are could be
Oh, there.
multiple. Like I'm seeing in this operation model is basically under one thing, like deploy and deploy validate. But if you will go to Playground, so you will see there is a model for publish and publish. There are multiple. I don't think everything is listed here.
Yeah, that's if you open the Playground, yes. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
that's the thing. Okay, so maybe I'd also bring this up. So I tried
And
running my
models are like
Playground
there could be
production.
models have been in. I think Ritik could more briefly explain.
Say
Yeah,
again.
like,
I missed.
yeah, like we have some components created that we for the models that we use in the layer 5 cloud. So, but for the
Why
play,
it's not Mercury?
if you type just search for models
Is it which file?
in
Layer 5?
my
Oh,
Mercury UI design file. If you search just
sorry.
models,
Sorry. Yeah, model. There you go. No results. Okay, let me check.
local components.
Let's see. Oh, okay. All right. Because I think that's why I couldn't find them either here. So okay. But not all of them are here though. Like Sudhanshu pointed out, most of
Like
them
the
were
share model, yeah. Like
yeah.
we have share models.
And unfortunately, I don't know, maybe you might be able to help me, because I can't. I tried working on my Playground. I'm trying my best to understand most of what I'm doing, but apparently most of the actions are just bringing up errors really. So I don't know. We might have to discuss that maybe after the call. So we don't take up much more time.
Yeah, like
Yeah, so I'm
Rex.
working on modal.
Yeah, like if
Yeah,
you go
go
to
ahead.
the if you go to the mesh map page, like some of the models in there are also there inside the Mesh UI design. If you navigate to the mesh map page, or if you just follow me. If you just Rex follow me.
Okay. So,
You see, like we have a couple of models over here that we use on playgrounds.
okay. All right. Well, thanks. Thank you.
Yeah. This will cover almost all the
Yeah,
models that we.
Yeah, I think this will suffice. Thanks for pointing that out. We're supposed to get updates from Lakshya, I think, and Shreya. But Lakshya is not here, and I don't know if Shreya was going to update, but
And like
I was going to chime in their updates, but
and like
apparently,
what are like updates on like other base components like PF button, like you've designed a page for button, and like other base components like checkboxes and like that tabs. There are multiple components base. I think we are not listed there standard branding UI anywhere, right?
no, not yet. We've not gotten there yet. No.
Yeah, like
Just
this
starting.
text button and other could be many.
Yeah. They are work in progress at this point.
Yeah. One thing like you could do is I'm just like I'm just like have a suggestion that before like this bringing a page, like is it wire framework could make more easier to first implement, and then just as a suggestion, because
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
not
consider
sure
that.
like, yeah, like these are the initial pages that is good, like because that if we are directly, if we get a wire framework, then at least I can like put in the assistant repo to at least use in our projects, because I don't.
They are already available. For the buttons and this text input here, you mean? Yeah, they are here in the documentation components. Maybe I might have to organize them a bit better, except that's okay. So I grouped them into the ones that will be used solely for desktop, the ones that are used both on mobile and desktop, and the ones for mobile with interactions and all of that. So maybe we should see later and discuss it. Except you have any questions you want to ask now, but most of all the components used are here. There's just no documentation yet.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
most of them are unavailable. So I'm taking them bit by bit. So you just come into system design file, check out documentation components, all the components are there.
Okay.
All right. I think that's it from my end.
And also like I'm asking for those like base components.
Base components.
Means like we have button, text, and there are many base components, like I do like checkbox, and there are many like which we are using, and we are using different colors across Meshri and Meshri Cloud. All in Minden.
Okay, so this is the checker icon.
Are we using this, Ritik? I'm not sure. And Cloud.
And the cloud,
Like-
possibly, I'm not sure. No.
Like for the checkbox, no, like we have a 1 pixel square, and inside that we have the checkbox.
So it's
Yes.
filled, yes?
Not filled. I'll share the screenshot with you, like, or if you can, you take a look at the Meshri Cloud, the A5 cloud, to take a look at how it looks like.
Okay.
Because it's
Alright.
like I guess it's a 2 pixel or something stroke, but the checkbox that we use that has 1 pixel of stroke, that's quite thin, and so
No, I think this is 1 pixel as well. Okay. Okay, no, it's not pixelated. These are vectors already.
you can
This is one.
check Layer 5 cloud.
I'll check it out honestly. I will. All right. Apart from checkbox, anything else that yeah. So don't shoot.
I'm not remembering, like if I show you some once again. Let's complete other items. We'll discuss at the end.
You said let's discuss other items. Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
Thank you, folks. And yeah, we might as well, can cover the items that you were about to just, show us, Sudhanshu, because we are, anyway, listen items, but yeah, definitely let's first cover some of these items and then we can circle back. So, for like, those of you who would want to, see this recording, and so these are some of the open ask items. I'll share this in chat too. So like for UI UX, like you also can share this on your social media handles. So these are some of the open good first UXers items that people can try out. And then another, like this is a regular good first issue that just requires anyone to add some screenshots in the integrations, individual integration pages. And so they also have instruction how you can do that. So once again, this is something that I would share in chat. And with that, we are done with items that are on layerfy.io, and now it's time for us to move to this item from Shari about brand page on Meshri.io. So sorry, please take the stage.
share my screen. 1 minute. Can you see my screen? So I implemented it, the brand page. First of all, I'll just show you the brand page. This is how it looks. So one of the errors that I was facing was this one, the overflow error on the, yeah. So this I need to resolve. I don't know why it's coming. I think it's because of some root HTML stuff. Apart from that, it looks responsive to me. I'll just need to cover this overflow. So that is there. Otherwise, on desktop, it looks fine itself. It looks decent.
Okay, can you go again to the responsive?
Yeah. Yeah. 1 minute. Yeah.
Like the header is already have reusable thing. Like why it's coming like in your like
Which
all
one?
in the header. Like if you see docs catalog, it should come as a menu bar. But why it's
Yeah.
like
So this is not
standard?
something I implemented. This is something. Wait. This is. I didn't use this. This was already there on Meshri.io. I didn't implement this from scratch. It was already imported. So if
Yeah.
you
So can you show the yeah?
yeah, 1 minute. Okay. Okay, this looks
Something might have you have overridden. You can take a look once.
yeah, that might be there actually. Yeah, I'll just check. Something I might have overwritten. Okay. That I'll see. Apart from that, yeah, this just few responsiveness errors are there on mobile.
Yeah,
Desktop.
like yeah, if you like if you see that what is missing then the header, then I think most of the overflow issue will be solved. Can you go down below
So should I on the mobile one or just this?
and mobile?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, go down, go below, scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it could be due to the header only.
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, it looks almost okay. One of the main things that are there in the PR I raised was Lee's responses. So he told me to refactor. Well, I'll show his comment. 1 minute. Yeah, so he told me, Lee wrote that lots of issues with the implementation. I need to refactor, but I'm not sure how should I refactor. He told like stop creating one of the styles, stop duplicative including scripts, stop writing custom scripts. So I think it might be due to, well, I'll show you the code structure of it, how I implement it. Then you can just comment on it, what I need to change. 1 minute. Uh,
Yeah, sure. Or you can just open the file changes.
Yeah, but there are a lot of file changes. You won't be able to follow it basically. It's just a lot of changes. So yeah, I'll just share. So I think you might be aware of the code structure. So how I implemented was that there was a base page called brandpage.html. So it imported all of the sections basically. So first section is the Meshkit hero, the hero section. And then there are the four sections basically: Meshri brand, Zoom meetings, presentation, social, and mascot. These are the sections how I implemented. That was there. And for each of these, I made a different HTML file. So this is how I implemented. Everything I put in the includes folder. So that is how I implemented. Now I'm not sure how to refactor these. Yeah, that is there. Now I'll show you the code changes. You can follow from there, I guess. 1 minute. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a very long changes. I'm not sure. You'll have to read through it to follow it. But could you suggest me what should I refactor and where should I make changes here?
All right. So, like, sure, if you scroll a little down.
Okay.
Yeah, like like you just here added the JavaScript inside the same HTML template. So
Yeah.
like a JavaScript needs to be in the another file and HTML needs to be in a separate file.
Yeah,
Don't
that
make
I know. That is there, but
Yeah.
I don't see it happening. Okay, here you're meaning. Okay.
Right in another file, like it don't
Oh,
make
okay.
sense. Same for the CSS file, like you included the inline CSS, so don't mix HTML and inline CSS, just keep it in another file.
The CSS also in different because some had in the same file as well. 1 minute. Oh, okay, okay. I didn't notice actually. Yeah, they see some files have script in the same file, so I thought it might be fine. See, if you see this dummy filter, some file which was made, it has the scripts in the same file. And for some other files, for example, help model.html, it has style in the same file. So I thought it might be fine to keep it in the same file. I can make it different also, but I thought looking at the code structure, it might be fine. So yeah.
No, it's kind of like, yeah, you are right. We are doing it wrong because of that's the wrong practice actually. We need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
differentiate this JavaScript and CSS in different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are right. Like this is not the way like previous contributors have done, so that's why.
Exactly. I think we can raise a PR for this as well, that separate, maybe refactor the code a bit more. Can raise a PR. Maybe
Yeah,
I will work
we
on it.
already have a issue with,
Do we?
like existing issue. You can check out.
Okay, great.
So
Maybe even I
we'll
could work on it if that's the thing, that separate each of the, for example, a lot of HTML files and a lot of people have written, see, these the comments as well. You need to remove these comments as well. So
No, like don't remove these comments because it might possible like in the future. These are some comments that we can uncomment in the future because this contains some content that is temporarily disabled, commented out, and some feature that we currently disabled out, but maybe we can reuse the same code somewhere else. So don't remove the commented code.
understood. I
Why
thought,
don't you try rounding up the designs in the first place, Shoria, before you? It's nice that you want to get something else done, but wouldn't it be best if you finish this particular implementation that you're carrying out? And so, like I said, I don't understand much of code, but I understand that Ritik and Sudhanshu must have provided a lot of feedback as to what you have to do with the code. So maybe
okay,
you can get that one first, and then when you're done and we are all good with this one, then you can definitely try your hands out with checking out the other issue that was mentioned. So one
okay,
step at a time now. I wanted you to take a look at the page you designed here. Those cards, I had to redesign them because of in the mobile view. Okay, so the Zoom meeting backgrounds, the Google Slides, and the socials. Those
okay,
cards were the text in there were not necessarily legible in mobile view with that layout. So side by side like that, the text was not legible after I checked in mobile
okay.
view, and
So you updated them?
yeah, I updated them. I stacked them up.
1 minute. Yeah, I think I have the new one itself. I put this as well. You can look, see. I think I updated these.
Go to mobile view then and let's see.
Mobile view, 1 minute. Yeah.
See, they're still like this, yeah.
Yeah, that I'll fix. This I'll fix. But here I think I imported the new images itself, so it should be fine. These images here are the new ones only, right? See. Okay, wait. 1 minute. Yeah. These are the new images only. Okay. Basically, you mean okay. While on mobile, it becomes different. Okay, that way. Okay. Okay. I didn't realize that. Fair. I thought I just used these images, but you basically need to update the images while on mobile, right? Uh, Hello, Rex. Can you hear me?
I think yeah, like cut off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that. I mean, can you go to the file changes and PS like GitHub?
Sure.
Let's see what does script. Yes, go slowly, like
Yeah, sure.
go.
Script function to, yeah. Okay, so for the CSS as well, you need to make it. So for some styles, I'm defining them again. That I also need to change. For example, this button one might be there in the other file as well. So if I refactor it, then it will be global, so I can use it globally. Till now, I was thinking that like putting CSS in the same file is fine. So I didn't know that it's because some people did that. So I thought that will be fine, but I can refactor anyways. So yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like sure, I reuse the component that we already have, because like if you go to the preview of the page, yeah, and if you close this inspect, yeah, now if you hover over the button, yeah, like here you see like this on hover it has a different background, but then the button that we already have, so better to use the same CSS and the same already available components here as well.
Basically, this is as I told earlier, I can't reuse the components directly because this is in plain HTML, CSS, and the layer 5 one have a React, so I
React.
can't use it directly. That has SAS, that has SCSS, and this is just simple CSS. So I'll have to write the CSS from scratch only. But I can always use the what backgrounds they're following anyways.
See,
Okay,
we
that's the
can
overflow you're talking about. Okay, now I get it.
Just like adding to Ritik's point, you always can reuse CSS in Jekyll sites too. So if you go to VS Code, so you will see there would be a SCSS folder underscore SCSS folder, and
Yeah. So I tried this, but it
so
was
all of these, just I'm sorry to interrupt, but all of these you can import as global style sheets, and whatever styles these are defined anywhere in the site you can apply them. So
yeah.
something.
Vivek, I tried this, but the point was that it was getting a bit more complex, and I felt that it was just a bit of an overkill. I'll writing simple CSS would just do for me. So do you need me to change it now, like, or should I use SCSS, or what do you feel? Because that will be a lot of restructuring for the code.
Was 1 minute, like let me clear one thing, like are you adding CSS for each like section? For example, one is
Yeah.
zoom, slide.
Currently I'm adding. Yeah,
Okay,
currently I'm
so
adding
if you go to the data directory,
data one. Yeah, okay.
yeah, I'm seeing the UI which we have. Like it's similar. Like it can be, the card can be reusable, and the data can be differ. So in this data, you will see there are JSON files, right? So you
Okay.
can add that data in JSON file and make a single card and reuse that thing. So you
Okay.
don't have to write for every card, each CSS for every each card.
No.
But
Okay, okay, understood. That way. Okay, that makes
Yes,
sense. So
what
because there
what
are
he's
understood.
saying is that
Understood. So
sorry to,
basically this is Zoom background. So and this is very similar. So I can just rename it. Okay, understood. Yeah. All
if you
right.
go to testimonials one, there the testimonials.yaml, right? In
One
the
minute.
data folder only. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
these are types, type 1, 2, 3, and these are all on home pages in testimonials, and these all 1, 2, 3, they have different styles written for them. So the data we are getting from here, images we are getting from here, and just the different thing is that the styling, how they are styled. You
Okay.
will be able to see this on home page too on Mystery.io. So
One question I had, so how do I use the CSS here? How can I use the data is fine. Data I can, it is not a problem.
So
Problem is,
yeah. So if you see in SCSS, there's this testimonial.scss, and then we are importing that
okay. Okay, you're importing here.
testimonials dot yeah. So this is testimonials.scss, and then in somewhere we are importing that. I'll link the PR link in chat, so you'll be
Sure.
able to see all the styling for those testimonials are written in here in this single file, and then we are importing it as global style sheet somewhere in index or somewhere we are importing that.
Understood. So you may want
I'll
to,
find that.
so what I'll do is all the like reusable CSS stuff, what I'll do, for example, this UL might be there is nav, something like that. All these styles I'll put under brand page or CSS or something similar, and then I'll try to make it a bit more modular in that case. And you can link the PR where it imports the SCSS file so that it becomes more modular. And I'll put all the CSS in the SCSS folder itself, because yeah, I get it now that it's becoming a bit of a problem here. Duplicated styles
Yeah.
are there. So yeah, apart from that, is the HTML structured properly? Like these files should be here itself, right?
Yeah, the thing that you have done, yeah, that's like makes sense, because we had similar implementation for slash community page too, and we
Okay.
just used include. So yeah, you are using includes, and that's fine.
Okay.
What you can do is in underscore includes, you can create a directory brands, and in there you can have all your includes related to brands. So
Okay, that also
just
makes
yeah,
okay.
hopefully this makes sense.
Yeah, this makes sense actually. Till now, includes they haven't done it, so I didn't know the structure till now. All these files are different itself, so actually didn't know the structure. So yeah, that makes sense now. I'll use SCSS and this YAML files as well. Sure, makes sense. All right. Anything else? Should I go back to the PR?
I seem to have. Yeah, just a second. So I have put the PR link in chat, and I also seem to have found the where we are importing. So if you go to CSS directory in VS Code,
CSS
there
direct
should be some.
CSS
Yeah,
direct CSS or CSS?
you see down below. Yeah,
Yes.
in
Okay.
there what was the file? Yeah, screen.scss. Do we have a screen.scss there? Yep. So you see we are importing all the style sheets right here. So testimonials you see in the end, and so you can import @import brand, right? And it would be brand.scss. So you'll get the idea. I've shared the PR's link in chat.
Okay. This testimonials page. Okay. 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 Great. Okay. Yeah.
Just about the styling, you just need to get idea about the styling, how we are managing styling in like CSS, and how we are importing just that.
Okay. That makes sense then. All right. I'll just look at the commits once. Okay, you put the types here. Nice. And
In your case, it can be possible that you don't want to include them as data file. That's okay.
okay.
I think Lee's main concern was about styling, right? And so
Could you repeat? I didn't. Could you repeat? Lee's concern was what? Hello.
About styling, right? Right. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, Vivek, I can't hear you. Could you repeat? Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like the main was about overriding some of the styling, like the default styling that is there, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
So
the internet
you
is a
can
bit.
take inspiration from this PR, how
Vivek,
we are
your internet is a bit slow. I guess.
Yeah,
You
I'll
need
write
to-
it down in chat. Yeah, apology.
Okay, no problems. All
Yeah,
right.
Vivek mean that Lee's main concern was like styling, like not required to make custom styles or like reusing the basically try to reuse things as much as you can. Do
Sure,
not
sure.
add any custom scripts or something. See if the JavaScript you are using any type of using. Go through the other script files. See if it's been already in use. Something I can reuse. So
Okay.
it's what all needed.
Okay.
Because already many thing is scrambled, like jumbled up here. We don't want anything more to be like like puzzled. So we just required things to be like
Okay.
further on like very in a series. So if you are adding a multiple data which is having same across, so you can add in data folder directory and like then include as Vivek said. So you
All right.
can take help from him also.
Understood. Sure, sure. Makes sense then. I'll raise a PR once I'm done with the refactoring. Sure. If I have any questions, I'll just ask on Slack. Sure.
Also,
One
Shaurya,
last thing.
yeah, did
Yeah,
you
please go
address
ahead,
all?
Vivek.
Yeah, did you address all the feedback that I mentioned in the comment section of
Comment section of
the issue? Yeah, if you go up, yes. Yeah. New page.
Okay,
If you
this
go to your PR, yeah.
yeah, layout of the page can be same.
No, if you go to your pull request.
Okay.
Conversation. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
this yeah, so overflow issue I'll work. And this zoom background I was checking that use the same button component that we have on the side. So Rex was to address this. Rex, would you like to say anything? Yeah. Rex is there.
Yes, I am. Apologies. I logged off earlier on my network
No
issues.
problem. No problem, Rex.
Yeah.
Say that again,
Also,
please.
like if you just you inside your Figma design as well, like if you use the same download icon that we have, right? That we use on our layer 5 brand page. So use that same download button so that we have the same thing.
1
I
minute.
think I changed that already on in the buttons, right?
Yep.
Okay,
You
this
see
one?
like yeah.
Okay.
Like
I thought I
this
already changed. You've pointed that out. Okay, these ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Right. Also, like sure if you go to that preview one.
Preview, okay.
Yeah, like here you see the icon and the text both are not in
Yeah.
not a center vertically and there is no spacing between them. So
Okay.
use the 4-point system, like use the rem to yeah.
Okay. And apart from that,
I
it
forgot to do what I said about mobile view though. I think that was when I got cut off.
yeah.
Those you got what I said, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ritik, third was on the hover section name should be highlighted in Caribbean green. Yeah. This apart from now it's blue, I guess, right? Okay. You want green, right? I think
Caribbean green, yeah.
it was okay like this basically. You want the same
Correct.
animation as well?
Yeah, like if you can add the animation, that would be great.
I'll add, sure. And yeah, done. Then apart from that, I like address all these three in the PR arrays next. I mean, I update the PR.
Great. Yeah, thank you, Shari.
Yeah.
You.
I think the
Sorry,
fonts looks different. So,
Yeah, could you repeat?
yeah, I think the fonts looks different on the navigation on the right hand side. Yeah, there you have zoom background. It's different from what we have. I think this is Open Sans, but on the layer 5 brand kit page. Yeah, on the right here. Yes, here. So we have on this page, measure zoom backgrounds, presentation slides.
Uh,
So go
okay.
go up.
That is from the design, and then it's
Okay.
intended to be the font pairing that we use.
Yeah, that's
It's
according to
just
the design what Rex.
all titles. You take notes, I'm sure. All titles are supposed to be Quinla soft. So any title that's in Open Sans is wrong. So you might have
Where?
to
Which
check
section?
those.
Rex, which section?
In your implementation, go to your implementation.
Yeah.
Yes. So these titles, logos, measure, you have them in Open Sans, and that's not correct.
Okay.
It should be
Okay.
Quinla soft.
Okay, you want the
Then
basically you're talking about the font, right?
Yes.
Say again.
You're talking about the font, right?
Yes.
Yes.
The
Yes.
font, 1 minute, I'll just
Sorry,
check.
the font, yes.
I think the font was, hold on. I can't see the font here. 1 minute. Okay, it was an Open Sans. Okay, that makes sense. I think mine was also an Open Sans. Let me check.
And you should probably try and use more from the code base, I guess. Maybe that's why you're having those inconsistencies, I presume. Maybe that's what's causing some of the issues. So don't just try to redesign everything from scratch. Pick most things out of the code base, and then any other things you want to add, you might get suggestions before you go ahead and implement them.
Okay.
So that you might avoid these kind of elaborate discrepancies later on.
Okay. So basically, just reuse more and font, I look into it. Just reuse more and overflow issue. All the issues will be mostly getting fixed in the updating when I update the PR. So yeah, that should be good enough.
Currently, I'm duty too, so we both have work to do. I'll go in and check out my designs and make any needed changes. So
Yeah, sure. All right. Can you just ping me when you update the designs? Actually, I can't keep track of it when you update the design. Just ping me whenever a design is updated, so that I can just
I'll
keep
send it text. Yes, I'll send it text. Yeah.
keep into sync. All right. Thanks a lot, Rex, for your help.
Thank you.
That's cool.
Sorry, that was great update coming from you. So I have shared my screen once again, and so let's quickly, cover some of the items, next item. So this one is issue, and unless we have, okay, so Victor, do you want to, share about this, the new doc pages for visualizer?
Yes.
Please go ahead.
Okay, let me just share the preview. So presently we don't have a documentation on views in Visualizer, how it works. So that is the purpose of this speech, to explain to explain what views are and how to manage views in Visualizer. So I might not be completely right because I'm still trying to understand how everything works. But from using the navigating on the views tab and from the information that I got from it, so these are some of the contents I came up with. Managing views, you can save a view, set view visibility to either public or private. What happens when it is set as public and when it's set as private? You can share a view, delete a view, export a view, and view info. Then in my definition of views, I said the views tab is located on the right side of the screen, just beside the details tab in Mesh Map Visualizer. It allows you to see all containers. I don't think this is right, but this is just a filler content. So it allows you to see everything present in your Kubernetes cluster. Is that right or wrong? Vivek, Sudash?
I mean, this is a great update, and definitely we'll be getting feedback on this. So,
Okay.
I mean, I would say thank you for this update. We will get feedback from others too on this one.
Great.
Yeah.
I'll keep tab on the PR on GitHub.
Right. Victoria, like if you can also add the screenshot or a GIF, so like you don't have to
Okay,
write
okay,
that view tabs is located on the right side of the screen. So
Okay.
you
So I
don't
can
have
add an image to show.
Thank you, then, Victoria.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's quickly talk about these items, these issues. So I will
There's
just open it in
one
the
question I
page.
had. I just had one question. So Lee just wrote that he had multiple comments. Can I just share my screen? I just need to clarify one thing.
Yeah, okay, please go ahead.
Yeah. Lee just wrote that he had multiple comments, not one. So I just want to make sure that we discussed everything. So refactoring I'll do. You told me about the styles. Maybe just make it a bit, reuse the styles. Duplicative scripts I'll remove and see if any reusable script can be used. And yeah, that should be it, right? Anything else?
Yeah, so also about you are taking users, if they click on any TOC, you are taking them to a particular section, right? So
Yeah.
he might be mentioning about already present script for that. So you just can reuse that if there is any. If not, so it's okay.
Okay. Understood. Anything else?
No, I'll also take a look at your PR, and by the way, great work, Shari. So we will work together
Yeah,
on this
sure.
one.
If you go to your like happy Lee just added some more comments. Go to the conversation. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you will see like Lee just added.
Oh, okay. I didn't notice. Dedicated SAS file we discussed. No custom script should be needed. Yeah. Script should not be duplicated as the already main page. Don't load scripts in this separate include. Okay.
I'll go over that personally, Shreya, so that we take other items, huh?
Sure. All right. Understood. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
So let's just quickly talk about this issue, and that is if you are to go on Meshery.io/catalog. So as the page loads, it at once displays all of the pattern cards. So I'll just wait for it to load. We see all of these being loaded at once, but once they all load, if you click on next, so then only these 10s are being shown. So our main target for this issue to be fixed is like we should only be showing just 10 in the initial, when the page loads, and after that people can navigate to more and more number of patterns by using these buttons, previous and next. So basically that is about this issue. So yep, this is basically call for volunteers, and if not, then it will be on my plate. So hopefully that's clear about this issue. And then just this one is remaining, as we already have covered this item, and so this one I'll quickly cover. So if you are working on MeshCTL or like any other UI or other, so there you get a link to Meshery docs error pages, and also they have like error codes there. So if I go to the docs.meshery.io/reference/error codes, so a bunch of errors, like what are they about and how you can fix those, all are here. So the issue was like if you get a link to this page and also the anchor, that will take you to one of these error codes. For example, Meshery server 1001. So even if you type it here, it was not taking you to this particular section because these were missing IDs, and so basically this PR adds IDs for all of those error codes. So that way, if you, for example, if you click on it should be Meshery servers if I just type 1001, so it will be taking us to here. 1 second, let's do that. Meshery server //1, it should take us there. I'll see what's the issue here, but basically it was working like when this PR was merged. But yeah, the update was about that. So I'll see if there's any bug right here or I'm just missing anything. If I just do 5. Okay, so I think there's an issue, but yeah, I'll get to that. All right, so thank you everyone for joining today's call, and so we were able to cover all of the.
I have a few things to discuss with Assistant, if you guys like what Lee was saying in the website channel. So to have same page with Rex also.
Yeah, please go ahead. So
okay, I'll just share the screen. Okay, I don't know why it keeps loading. Okay, basically ask is like Rex, if you're like since it's like we basically see cloud, this Meshery cloud for our like the UI, the colors, basically the implementation we have. So right now in system, like someone can share this cloud, like I think why it's loading for me, it might think be a bandwidth issue.
Yeah, I can share.
Okay, if we talking about this checkbox, so this is what we had this in cloud, and basically this need to be updated in system documentation, and will using this. And this actually looks good in light mode, but could be something might be different. Some contrast would work needed in the light mode, sorry, dark mode. So that's the thing. And if you go to the dashboard, Ritik, if you see any checkboxes, Rex, but we are using this, so this is our
Sorry.
would be the main.
Before you move to, I wanted to ask a question about that checkbox? I was confused about something.
Yeah, you can
If
go
you would.
notifications also. Yeah.
Yeah. So I see a stroke around it, and then there's a fill. Is that intentional, or is it?
Yeah, like
Yes.
and also like
Uh,
when the checkbox is not checked, you see like this stroke is much thinner than the material UI stroke checkbox.
That's an interesting choice. Okay.
Yeah, also for the design
Go
for
ahead.
the
Maybe I'll
Figma
ask my
design when you are working on this design, so take most of the components from Mesh Cloud. So like because in the
Yeah.
assistant
So
as yeah, go
hmm,
ahead, Sudhanshu.
if you go to dashboard, so this is about checkbox. If you see any checkbox other than this, like any color, then that is not VR. Like that is not our basic implementation. This is the main we had right now, and there are multiple. Like if you see this loader, the getting started, like there are multiple those things need to be documented. Like to use right now, I'm like we have this which we have worked on. I think in button text that is good. Like these also need to be documented. Like this is a loader. If you see, if you do a task, Ritik, and you will see the loader. Yeah, like this.
Yeah, this spinner, right.
And there could be if you open one of the model and edit model in user section or anywhere. Yeah, so this is like when you click it hovers, and when it's active. So this is the basic UI needs which is need to be which need to be reflected in system, and that will be reused everywhere. And there could be many like things which we are using here, like checkbox. This is a table. This table could also be documented. Like what if you just close this model.
This is the form, or is there a table you're trying to show? Okay, the table behind. Okay.
Yeah, like basically these all need to be like in the system documentation, like in the Figma. So somewhere like anyone can come and doesn't get like what happens right now that some of the contributors come and they just add their own styles, and like due to some work or will not able to review their work and just got merged also. We required a single place somewhere these all needs to be documented. And since you are similarly like button you have done similarly like for text typography, these are the like for example this is a table, right? And when you hover on the table row you get a interaction. If you just close yeah, this is for like text field, right? Like outline text field. There is similarly we have drop down for it. What happens when you click a drop down? What happens when you hover on an option of a drop down? So basically, yeah, like cloud is basically we are need to be copy if it's already there.
Okay. I think I understand what you're saying now, because you know, initially most of those things that I was designing was
And
would I
similarly,
say
like yeah,
they were
go
not
ahead.
exactly the same with these, yeah. So they were entirely different. Now I understand that we might get to do updates and maybe tweak a few things in those components later on, but I get the argument for having what we have on Mesh Cloud insistent, and I think it makes sense,
Yeah, exactly.
at least for immediate implementation.
Yeah, also like when you do for the models, you see like all the models that way they should have this question mark icon.
Basically, when you go to, I'll just share one thing.
So what you're saying is, because from what I observed, I was trying to see, okay, how could we maybe improve what we already have? But what you're saying is, let's have what we already have there first, then improvements come later. That's it, yes?
Like, can you repeat again?
But then again, you remember there was the need for improvements of one or two modals some time ago. It was raised recently, I think, on a call. So I don't know if we are documenting the current modals that are not necessarily as functional as they should be. Is that not just pushing the work later on? Because eventually, if we implement what we currently have, or we design what we currently have, and we have it documented and all of that, it still doesn't work as it's supposed to. It's lacking in one aspect or the other. I will still have to go in and update it. So I don't know. That sounds like oh well.
Basically, the thing is, right, like if you
I
got
just
to,
thought that.
if you like come to this like in MUI, like what we have, like if we are using autocomplete, right? So if this autocomplete is using somewhere like in cloud or somewhere, so this is not the style we are using. This we are using our own style something. So like what we are using, that need to be like go to the system. Like this is, if we are using autocomplete, then what it's our branding. If we are using a checkbox, then what's our branding? Like if we are using a select, so what's our branding? So something like this, because these are the components all where we are using. And what's are their branding, that should be listed somewhere, as you have done in like
So basically, what
documentations.
MUI has, that's what we're trying to replicate on our end.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
you're saying, yes?
yeah. Mostly we are using most of the things we are using. So yeah, except the table from MUI, we are using another MUI table. So that's not a thing. Like you just go to these, like we are using these things, and where it has been used in either cloud or Meshery. Is it like our branding, or yeah, basically to document these components in our styling. You are there, for example, you have done for button, right? This is a button. So you have completed with buttons and some text fields, I see. So yeah,
Yeah,
kind of that.
but okay, I'll try and see. It's just if again, maybe it might be something we'll consider later on, but if there's tax flow issues with the available components, so if users are using it, they are not able to complete their tax properly, it has a UX problem. So wouldn't it be killing two birds with one stone now that we're designing a modal section assistant, addressing that issue once and for all, other than having what we already have that is not entirely working as we want it to, just documented, and then we now have to go back in and change it again at a later time, you know? That's just what's coming to my head. That's what I'm thinking. But
Yeah.
I think since I got linked to all the other modals, I'll just go in there and
The thing is like also that, right, I have completed the token colors, right, that you have documented. It's completed in system. Now I'm need to use this in the theme components. But the issue is that I don't have all the components listed. I can see that if I want to apply those tokens in the components, I see if I go to system, I will see that, okay, button is there, I'll apply it for button. If there is text field, like text field. But if, okay, there is checkbox, I go to the cloud and apply it for the checkbox. But if I want to apply for other components, so I didn't know that, yeah, this color is used in this component. Right now,
there are no
I
components. Most of the tokens are just it's only icons that you might need to map tokens to, but for now there are no component to specific tokens for now. Oh, sorry, Vivek. Yeah, and maybe we should meet after this. Sudhanshu, maybe you have the time on your hands before we meet
Yeah, yeah.
later in the you can text and we'll talk further. Sorry for the time wasting, guys. Apologies.
Thank you, folks. So yep, once again, thank you everyone for joining, and we'll see you next Monday if you join. So, you know, next Monday at the same time, and that is 7 to 8 a.m. Central Time, we'll be meeting. And till then, you know, if you have not, so you can subscribe to community calendar by hitting this big fat yellow button, and it will send you all the updates. I also share this in chat. So with that, thank you everyone for joining, and yeah, great call. So see you. Bye.